some tank maintenance on the 240. So I'm gonna strap you guys into the tripod, and here we go. It'll take me a second to get it where I want it, to where you guys can see good. But once I do, we're there. I'm also gonna pull it up on my computer, put the live stream over there so I can see who's talking to me and who's not. Don't necessarily need to hear anybody because I'm the only one here and I'm the only one that's gonna be here. So we're gonna do that. Guys, we are going to gravel vac and do probably about a 50% water change on the 240. It's going to take a little while. It is a big tank, but I'm going to pull out my cichlid weapon that I don't use very often. And guys, it's a doozy for a secret weapon, let me tell you. Doozy. Alright, computer, you need to load fast. Man, there's a lot of people streaming right now. I don't really care, no offense. But we is live. Ask my viewers questions. I would love to. I don't know if I necessarily need to, because they're going to be asking me questions. Guys, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Also, don't forget to like this post, because we are going. Bring this up a little bit. That way you can see me and the tank. These lids are lightweight, disgusting. I made these lids double walled polycarbonate greenhouse panels. I will clean this off. Happens comes from the light. And this one not so much because there's no light over there. And I'm going to go get my python. It's time to get busy. So I know everybody has a python, but do you have that python? That's a python. So I need to gravel back some things in this tank because it is a tall tank, and I'm not sticking my arms down in this thing. That's just how it does. I'm going to unplug my wave makers because they need to be unplugged. We're going to get busy. Got 2 wave makers on this tank. This thing pumps, let me tell you. Alright. Here we go. We're going to go in this way. I'll bring you over this way so you can see. I just want to get the detritus out of here. You really don't want to have stuff all that deep in here. That's never good for your fish. This tank really doesn't get all that dirty. There's really no uneaten food in it because of the geophaguses that are in here. But what is in here I'm going to remove. Back in here, because this is where stuff likes to collect, is around your plants. As you can see, stuff is collecting around the plants. So As you can tell, my fish really don't care that I'm in the tank, because I do this all the time. I do a lot of this behind the scenes because, well, I do it on Sundays when I got things to do. So tonight is Saturday. I really don't have a whole lot going on, so I figured, why not? Let's do it. Quick tip: when you have detritus, pick it up, let it drip out, because you really don't want that just rolling around. Gonna get over here in this corner. Oh, this tank is deep and my ceiling is short. That's my fault because I'm the one that built it that way. That's detritus right there. Oh yeah, get all that. Getting all this out. Turn you this way. Doing the vertical live stream thing. It's not my cup of tea, but we're gonna do it. For some reason, my computer went to sleep, so now I can't see anything. What a piece of junk. Thank you, salty fish. It is a 240-gallon tank, an over-filtrated tank at that. About every 2 weeks, this thing gets a 30 to 50% water change, just due to the volume of fish that are in here. It is heavily filtrated, so I'm not worried about, you know, things of that nature. I do have to clean the filters, but not this weekend. I am not going to clean the tank and then do a large, I'm going to clean the tank and then, you know, end up doing the filters at the same time, because that's just not, it's not something I want to do. I don't want to crash my cycle. I've had this cycle half-ass crash in this tank once already, and I'm not doing it again. I swear this is the world's longest python too. But neither here nor there. How's everybody doing tonight? I am doing great. This tank stinks. It doesn't really stink. What's up, New Bern Aquatics? Stranger danger mode. Yeah, I'm stranger dangering. All right. Give me 1 minute, I'll be right back. So I always talk about I have a secret weapon when I do my water changes. And you guys are going to see that here in a second. Especially on this tank. This is the only one I really use this on other than my goldfish pod because it's a huge tank. I use that. It's a monster pump. Flows a lot of water in a short amount of time. So to make doing a water change on this thing a breeze. Only thing I got to do is make sure it does not fly stink. And there it goes. That pump pumps it quick. Short work. Got to give my sink a break for a moment. Oh, it definitely beats lugging buckets, let me tell you. I think I flooded my sink though. Even though the pump is turned off, it is still pumping, so it is still taking water out as we speak. But it takes the water down pretty quick. Guys, if you're watching this, don't forget to hit that like button. I could appreciate that if you hit that like button. If I put that in my 125, it'd be empty in about 5 seconds. I only use this on the big tanks. There we go. I can hook this on the side doing what I'm doing. And it'll fill the tank while I'm doing it. So, while that's doing that, everything's falling down in the fish room. Seachem safe. Don't need a lot. A little bit goes a long way. Like a little bit goes a long way on that. And we are now adding water. I am doing well, Dixie, or Juanita. Now I gotta roll up the hose, that's the shitty part. Oh. So that's basically how I do that tank. I gravel back it. Majority of the time the substrate is clean. It's all good. What tank should I do next, guys? South American tank is going to be next. What's up, big dude? What's up, homie? What you looking at? How many canister filters you gonna run on one tank, Jim? Correct question or answer? All of them. You can see all the fish are out in this video. You can see the Siamese alligators are out. You got the red spotted gold severums. You have turquoise severums. You have 2 parrot cichlids. We have 4 Geophagus girafaris. And we have the albino tiger Oscar, and then the standard tiger Oscar. And 1 redhead Tapaho. And 2 red Fennecara. The tank has a FX6, a Marine Land 360, 2 Aquatop XZ5s. This thing has more filtration than it needs. And I got the air turned down on the sponge filter in the back. Yes, I would love to have an aquarium with some of those filters. That would be awesome. Well, you know, I have the issue of having more tanks than I should have. So for me to not have a filter set up as a spare one would be uncivilized. So let's check the temperature on the tank since I'm adding water to it. Guys, if you've not got one of these, I recommend you do. $82.6. Doing good. I do have another pump I use for my other tanks. You know what? I think we're going to clean a different tank. I think we're going to clean my natural blue acara tank. That's going to be the next tank. I did the South American tank last weekend, and it's doing fine. Actually, I did it and they bred and already the fryer already gone. But that's basically how I do this tank. The easy part is the cleaning it. The hard part is sitting here waiting for it to fill back up. My Severums will be in breeding mode tomorrow. So there's that. My Geos are going to run around and look for every bit of food they can, even though there's none in there. So we're going to see what happens. I guess I'm going to start doing live streams of tank maintenance. It seems to do decent, so we'll see what's going on. Once again, guys, if you haven't hit that like button, I suggest you do. If you don't hit the subscribe button, I definitely would. I drop a lot of content. I go live every Sunday. You never know who's going to pop up. And that is one thing I can definitely say. We never know who's going to pop up. I do have guests coming up over the next couple of weeks. Tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have Discus North. Next Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, we have Jesse over at Salient Aquatics. And then the weekend after, the Sunday after at 6 p.m. Eastern, we have Aquafunk. So we're going to see what's going on. We're going to get people in here. We're going to get to know people. That is the entire purpose of my channel. Other than to show you guys my fish, I want to get to know hobbyists and what they like and what they don't like. I want to get to know people as, individuals and not people as, a group. Thank you, Jesse. I appreciate it. Well, the only reason why I do this one about every 2 weeks, sometimes 3. You see the amount of fish that are in there, so I want to make sure everything is good. It is definitely well filtrated, so I'm not worried about that. And I got a Severum back there being an ass. Thank you, TK Tropicals. I have other Oscars too. They're behind me, where I'm sitting at. Man, them Severums are being jerks to each other. I love it. I appreciate all the love, guys. I appreciate it. Like I said, this is the hardest part, sitting here waiting for this thing to fill up. But once it does, it's golden. I know, bro. They're going at it, Josh. They're beating the crap out of each other. It's awesome. Yeah, every time I do a water change, they get into breeding mode, so it is what it is. Be ready, might not. Yeah, you give him some more water, you'll be fine. Oh, I enjoy watching these guys when I do a water change. Yes, I'm probably going to do the South American tank next. Right there. That is our next victim. And my phone is about to fall out of this thing. There we go. Yes, J-Rock, the fish on the wall is real. My wife's grandfather caught it, and it was mounted. So it is as real as it gets. And the one thing I'm going to do before I'm done is I am going to I'm going to clean the lids. That's definitely going to happen. I do it every time. It's not a thing. Put a chicken wing on a string. Ching ching. What's up, Garcia? So what do you guys think of the 240? I've actually been in love with that tank since I bought it. Having dinner at Red Robin, yum. Oh, man. I've had this tank for about 2 years. A year of it, it was not set up. Then I had my hip replacement surgery, and then it was just, I didn't have time to set it up because I was hurting, so I had to heal. But once I was done, I got the stand built, I resealed the tank, and she went into action. And as you can see, these guys are hungry, so they're actually being assholes about it. I feed extreme. You've definitely got to keep an eye on the tank though. You don't want to flood something of this size. And as you can see, I'm 5'11" and the tank is right here. So this tank's at like 5'9", 5'10" with forces on. And now it's quiet as a church mouse. Alright, now we got to shift back to the normal size python. I know you guys like the big daddy. Now it's time to go back to the little daddy. See the difference? Sizable difference. This is for all my old people. Ron Jeremy, John Holmes. Alright, go over here and switch my water to the opposite direction. So guys, if you're switching your pythons around like I do, these little brass fittings are a miracle. Let me tell you, these things do wonders. However, just watch with it on your glass tank because it will crack your tank. And you don't want that in your life. That's some unnecessary drama you do not need. Alright, so I'm going to have to pull the plug and get you guys set up for the next tank. So this is going to be very interesting. Let's see how this goes and how long this old phone lasts on this battery. Got you on a tripod. There's that cool fish, J-Rock. Nobody in the family wanted that fish, so I took it. It's now mine. And we are looking at my 125-gallon South American tank. Let's get this thing opened up, shall we? It's not all that dirty, but we'll give it a quick once over. Well, like I said, guys, I did this one last weekend. It's not all that dirty, but we'll give it a once over. Once again, it's going to gravel back. Don't think there's a lot in here to gravel back. These fish are not that dirty. I like the gravel back. Sand here a little bit on this tank. So guys, I've been going through a lot of different things on this tank, and I'll show you here in a second. And it's nothing bad, it's just new things to me that I wasn't used to. So you'll see sand in some tanks that the bottom of the sand turns black. It smells god-awful, but it's actually not harmful. From what I've been reading and researching, it's just anaerobic bacteria. You gotta get the poop out of the tank. You just got to. This is actually my favorite tank. I will sit at this tank for hours and watch it. This one's not going to get a very large water change because, like I said, I just did it last weekend. So, hey, you guys can look at my arm pretty good though. But yeah, it doesn't need a large water tank. Just a quick ravel back and a top off, and she'll be just peachy. And tomorrow, I guarantee, like clockwork, my electric blue acara will be breeding. That's what they do every time I do a water change in this tank. I end up with another collective electric blue acara. All right. Gravel back complete on this one. This tank is not dirty. It's really not all that dirty. Keep a towel handy. That's one thing I will tell you. Thank you. I know you like the elbow. Josh, I would send you some, man, but I'm really afraid they're gonna die in transport, man. These things are, for some reason, when they're little, they're pretty fragile. What's going on, that nature guy? Damn it, I got another dead fish in that tank. It's 2 today. You've been dead for a couple days, huh? You know what, New Bern? You can drive your happy self up to Ohio and pick them up. I'll gladly give you some if you come get them. What's up, Gordon? Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, guys. You know, Gordon, we're just cleaning tanks and, you know, doing the usual. Figured I'd live stream some tank maintenance. I haven't done that before, so. Our next victim is that guy right there. 3 dots. Usually you can tap on the top on the screen or the 3 dots at the top, Gordon. But this is my 125 gallon South American cichlid tank. South American. South Canadian, if you want to call it that, because I am south of Canada. It's a Canadian joke for you. There, Gordon. Blood parrot. There are 6 turquoise severums. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 electric blue acara, 2 parrot cichlids, a breeding pair of bristlenose plecos, and 1 Bolivian ram that is blind in one eye. That is the 240. Or actually the 125, sorry, we just did the 240. You know, everybody asks me how long does it take me to do my tank maintenance? It doesn't. I mean, literally, I don't even consider this work. I come down here and it's just me in the fish room having a blast. Those are BA tetras. I forgot about those. Thank you, Josh. Those guys are great dither fish, and they don't take any shit. They'll push back on severums. I've seen them do it. It's hilarious. However, for this tank, I actually treat the water different than... Oh, that's bad, Gordon. Them are my tetras, bro. I've had those things for probably 2 years now. Why would you want to feed my tetras to the bass? That's it, Gordon. I'm reporting you for being mean to my fish. They're actually great little dither fish, man. I used those for a while, and I had a polar parrot tank. I used them for a while, dude, and they would pick off the baby, so they controlled the population, like, great for me. On this tank, fridge complete. After I close the lids, you guys like the nice shot of my backside there? It's amazing, isn't it? Come see the softest side of Jimbo. Like I said, this one wasn't getting much of a water change. I did it last week. But a small water change ain't gonna kill it. Not at all. Maybe we'll do the African cichlid or natural blue acara tank next. Let's go. Few pumps and she's all ready. That is definitely a mechanic's back if you ever saw one. Not even kidding. Back is broken. Yeah, that tank only takes a few minutes, and then we're golden again. Absolutely. You tell Lady Shimmy you're getting a 240 and that's it, man. You want to talk to her for you, Garcia? These guys get extreme as well. I don't know how well they're going to eat. They're a little pissed off right now. And that'll be gone in a few minutes. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Put your foot down, Birdo. All right, so which one we looking at next? We looking at the 125 African, or we want to do the 75 natural blue acara tank? Oh, you ain't got to worry about it. The plecos will come out once the light's on. That'll all be gone. I probably have 30 plecos in this tank. They're babies. There's not many Africans in there, Josh. I mean, it's just a hodgepodge tank. I'll set you guys over there so you can see it. There's my hodgepodge African cichlid tank. You know what I also love about this time of year? My hot water tank doesn't run that much because it's actually kind of half-ass warm outside. I guess we could do a kind of, I don't know. We'll do a little bit of something on this one. It's not all that dirty. It's not hard to be, you know, it's not going to be dirty when you got like 4 fish in it. You gotta put the lids on the 240. God knows I don't need one of those Oscars to jump out. There you go, guys. Oh, lady shimmy shimmy, he needs a 240. Uh-oh. Hey, why are we beating up Birdo? Don't you know it's not right to beat on the elderly? We don't beat on Birdo. Guys, pythons are awesome until they kink. Then they suck. Plug this freaking wave maker. Maybe if I can do it. Yeah, look at me, multi-talented hillbilly. Let's do a quick gravel vac. There ain't nothing in this tank. There's literally, I think, 6 fish in this tank. And all kinds of water movement. It's always nice when you find fish in here that you didn't know you had. A lot of people won't gravel back tanks. A lot of people don't even do water changing. A lot of people just top them off and they wonder why their fish don't grow. It's like a kid when they're little. If you don't feed them, they ain't going to grow. I got one OG fish in here still, and that is my Joel cichlid. She is still rowdy. She's 3 years old and rowdy as hell. She is the tank boss. I'm pretty sure she's beat up and killed everything in here. I actually know that for a fact. I watched her on camera. I got security cameras in my fish room, so I can see what's going on these tanks, typically at all times. Typically. And I happened to catch a video and she was down here just whooping everything in the tank. It was a good time. I got a couple of monster plecos in here. For bristle nose, they're monsters. By standard, they're not monsters. They're not like, you know, a common or anything. They're just a regular bristle nose pleco. We're actually going to let this one drain a little bit more than I thought we were going to. You can always use your lid to hold your python in place as well. What did I miss in the chat? Alright guys, same thing on this tank. I use Fritz Complete. It's a 125, so 13 pumps. I can count to 13, look at that. And we'll fill her up. My laundry room's in the basement too, but my 300-gallon pond's sitting right next to my dryer. Guys, this is gonna be our next victim. I'm gonna do this one a little different though. These are my guys that had ick. They don't have ick anymore, but they had ick, so we're gonna get rid of it. Turn these guys' lights off. This light's been on too long. Gotta find my magnet. Well, I guess we're gonna go with the biggest magnet float in the history of magnet floats. I think I came with ick when I got them, and no, I didn't jizz in the tank. That's only in fish room after dark, man. That's like 2:30 in the morning when there's nobody around. That's when we get sloppy seconds on the fish. If you guys don't know me, you're going to learn that I have a crude sense of humor. There's not much you can say and or do that will offend me. Want to know why? Because I don't care. You can use this magnet float, clean this glass. This will be the second water change since I knew ick was completely gone. Because I won't let anything get to the other fish. So I had a completely different python setup that I used for this one as opposed to the rest of the tanks. A lot of people will use the same equipment and then wonder why their fish are still sick. Well, your fish are still sick because they're using the same equipment on every tank. You got to sterilize that stuff. It's hilarious. What did you do? Jizz in the tank? No, man. I'm not down with that. I'm not down with jizzing in tanks. It's not how I work. Also don't need this fucking thermometer anymore. Yeah. But we're going to clean her up. Make her look good. Gonna probably go get some more plants, even though I said I wasn't going to the fish store this weekend. I think I'm going to. Guys, if you live in Northeast Ohio and you haven't checked out Ag Aquatics, you should. That is a great fish store. Once you get past the owner's dry sense of humor, the dude is actually probably one of the nicest human beings you'll ever meet. Him and his wife are awesome. Everybody's like, oh, you're just saying that because you're friends with them and they give you free shit. No, actually didn't give me free shit when I met him, and that was my opinion of him. Hey man, you should tell your wife's cousin to drive to Broadview Heights, Ohio and go to Agn Aquatics. They have, I mean, they have a lot of stuff. The guy specializes in cichlids. That's how I got all my cichlids. He got me into cichlids. And now I can't get out of cichlids, especially South Americans. Bitch. There we go. Almost time to shut the water off on that tank and get busy on this one. Probably be the last tank I do tonight. I'll do the rest of them tomorrow, which are going to be the two over there, my two Oscar tanks, and then probably I just did these two over here, you guys over there. I'll probably do those next. I got the whole other side of the fish room to do too. I do have another side to my fish room. I have a lot of tanks. And you know what, for S's and G's, I'll show you. So, we've all seen this one. It's my salt water, my 210 gallons with my fry in it. There's a 90 and a 75 with African cichlids in it. 125, you've seen these ones because we just did them. That's the shittiest tank in my fish room. My 240, which looks like a cloudy nightmare. 275s with Oscars. I'm gonna come over here. 300 gallon pond. And my dirty fish room. So 300 gallon pond, 255s, a 60, a 30 long, a 55, a 25 tall, a 29, a 20, a 50, another 20, another 29, and another 20 long, or 20 tall. And I have more tanks that aren't set up. I got some outside in the garage, some upstairs, some in that cubby hole right there. I have a lot of fish. I have a lot of tanks. And then, you know, everybody's got their junk shelf. Mine even includes, you know, paper towels. So, this is our next victim. Not necessarily a victim, but it's our next victim. Guys, if you haven't hit the like and subscribe button, please do. I would appreciate it. Makes my life a lot easier. Helps me get noticed. Puts my name out into the world. And this tank is warm. This tank is about 85 to 86 degrees, and I am not taking it from that. These guys are used to it. They've been in it for a month now. So we're gonna get busy. These are, well, these are natural blue acara. Everybody has the electric blue variant. I have the natural blue variant of them. I also have the electric blue variant. Babies right here. And then the bigger ones right there. But these are natural blue. Get you closer to the tank. And I'm going in. gravel bag. It's one of my favorite tanks. One of them. I know everybody says, oh, this is my favorite tank. This is literally one of my favorite tanks. I ordered these fish before I went to Mexico on vacation. And it was supposed to come in before I left. And I asked the local fish store owner if he could hold on to them until I got back. And by the time I got back, he had them. And for some reason, they ended up not doing so hot. So I don't know if it was something in his tanks or they came in sick, but they were the only ones in the tank except Red Tiger Motos. I got too much sand there. Guys, you want to watch putting up all that sand in your tank or up into your sink, it can do a lot of damage. But this one's going to get a substantial water change, like I said. I've wanted these fish for a while. I was afraid to flip that over. Whew. I was like, oh, be no dead. You guys are actually pretty clean little fish. Pretty clean little fish. That's what's up. I was worried this tank was going to be nasty. Newburgh, I only have one RTC. And I got to unplug this filter real quick before it does what it shouldn't do. I'll show you the one RTC if it's out. Now he hid. Oh, coming back. There he is, Josh. The RTC. The last one standing. But give these guys a nice little water change. The one thing I like about this heater in this tank too is it shuts off when it shows no water. Guys, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I really want to know who that is. don't know why I got that song stuck in my head. Like the worst song in the history of all songs. And I'm just pulling out some of the plants that these guys decided to uproot and throw around. Because, you know, fish are assholes. Oh, that's right, they got ick because I jizzed in the tank. I typically do all of my tank maintenance on Sundays. Sunday is my tank maintenance day. I just decided to do this tonight because I'm bored and, you know, I figured the fish fam would enjoy seeing some tank maintenance. If I'm wrong, somebody let me know, but I didn't think you guys would be upset about it. Again, same chemical. Oh, somebody said I jizzed in my tank, that's why they got ick. You know the internet is full of trolls. It's okay. At least they're giving somebody else a break. What do we see for battery life on this phone? Oh, uh-oh, the general's coming. What do we got? Reconnect, you piece of shit. I may have. I may have jizzed in the tank. I really did, and I got these fish and they were sick when I got them. So. Oh, this is gonna rattle some feathers right here. This is really gonna razzle some feathers right here. Sorry, guys. These are my natural blue acaras. I did just put a shitload of salt in there. Well, not really a shitload of salt, but I did put some salt in there. Guys, it's not how anybody adds salt, it's how I do it. I don't know if you can see, but down in that bottom tank, those fish are blue. Like real blue. They're even bluer with the lights off. Everybody adds salt different. That's not actually a lot of salt for that tank. You could ask Newburn what I did to these guys when they had ick. That's how I treated them, was with salt. Not being rude. No, they don't still have ick. This is the only tank I do that with. As bad as it sounds, the person that had them, this is what they did to them. So they still don't have ick. They are 100% clear of ick. I made sure of that. These guys are doing just fine. I guess I'm gonna have to clean that filter. So I'll have to clean that before I finish. This will probably be the once a month that I add the salt. It doesn't seem to bother these guys. As you can see, the one dude's trying to eat it. That's because they're hungry. Believe it or not, these plants actually didn't mind the salt, which is odd. Most of the time, plants won't do it. I believe it does soften the water a bit. I've been keeping the lights on a little longer in this tank trying to get these jungle fowl to come back, but they're not coming back. I think I'm going to lose them regardless, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to buy more for a different tank, not this one. This tank is going to end up with a whole bunch of fake plants in it. I know people just love fake plants. And now to clean this filter. Wow, that bitch is on there. Holy shit. Any other time this thing wouldn't stick, and all of a sudden now it wants to stick to everything. Cheap piece of shit. gonna take it. Why is that song stuck in my head? Damn you, D. Snyder. The octopus is in the other tank. The octopus is in my my clown puke tank. I'm gonna do a live stream of just of my clown puke tank all day. From light on to light off. Everybody seems to like to call that tank the clown puke tank. So that's what we're gonna do. Yay! Piece of shit works. Back to my DIY lights, or my lids. Guys, I can make enough lids for every tank I have in my fish room for probably 200 bucks. The majority of most lids on tanks cost 200 bucks for like a good set for, you know, a couple of different tanks. Let me rephrase that. My 275s cost me almost $115. So if I can make them and save some money, that's a win-win for me. That is going to conclude tank maintenance in Happy Place Aquatics fish room tonight. I may stick around for a few minutes, answer some questions, shoot some BS with you guys, but other than that, my night is about complete. Alexa, turn off fish. Now you listen well. I'll turn off the fish. I will be the fish turn offer. All right. So do we have any questions? Well, let's see. Yes, that is double wall greenhouse panel, Quinn. Any other questions? It is currently, I don't know, June. That's a good question. 11:23 in Ohio. Yeah, Quinn, I go to Menards, if you guys have Menards around you, or you can get them from, I believe, like Home Depot even sells it sometimes. It's the same stuff that Joey was using a long time ago. I just happened to pick it up. Actually got a piece of it right here. Double wall greenhouse panel. There, that's a little better. Works well. You can make a lot of lids with it. You get an 8 foot by 4 foot sheet. And here's the other Oscar tank. She's hiding behind the rock. Yes, greenhouse panel. I think this phone might be dying. Let's plug her in, shall we? There we are. Hey, look at that. I've got myself over here on the live stream. Man, there's a good delay between me and that. There. For some reason, the front camera was delaying. That is my baby Acara tank right there. So if you got questions, I got answers. Yes, Quinn, that is a 75 behind me. Let me see if I can spin you around. There's two of them. There's one at the top and one at the bottom. And there's the 240. Why is this thing not moving all that great? Ah, there we go. Hell, that's better. That keeps me from going, that keeps me left and right. But that's the fish room. How you doing, Sunfish? Welcome. But yeah, Quinn, I've got, there's essentially, in this room, there's there's 4 75s, a 90, 2 55s, a 40 breeder, 5 10-gallon tanks, 2 125s, a 15, and a 240, just in this room. Everybody wants that Wahoo, and I'll tell you what, man, that Wahoo will never leave me. Sunfish, I have a lot more tanks on the other side. I showed it a little bit earlier in the live stream. Bunch of boxes on the floor. Uh-oh. Am I missing something? Oh, we talking about all those? We talking about my carpet? Oh. You got the that right there, that fan is a trooper. It's dirty as hell right now, but it's a trooper. It keeps me cool. You got a heater over there in the back corner. I heat my room. The floor pattern is wild. That carpet used to be in my living room. I was half drunk one night, and I mean, it tripped me out, June. You know what, Quinn? I work almost 60 hours, and I dedicate one day of the weekend, which is Sunday, to this. It's what I do. I enjoy doing it. I mean, it's not, I don't know how to say it. I don't look at it as work. No, Garcia, the carpet isn't from the 60s. I actually bought it, where did I buy that at? I don't know if you got a Big Lots in Florida, but I bought it at a Big Lots. My wife wanted it, so what she wants, she got, you know. The carpet should have stayed in the 90s. That's why it's in the fish room. It actually, at the time, it fit the look we were going for. Oh, man. I got to definitely feed my Oscars. You guys want to see that? Yo, yo. What's up, Levita? It should have stayed at Big Lots. I agree, but you know, man, the missus wanted it. All right, let's see if my Oscar's going to eat her. She's going to be a little bitch. She's now hiding in the tube. Nope, she's gonna be a baby. She's a crybaby. There's light on. She doesn't like it. She'll probably wait till I leave and go up there and smash it. Let's see. Yeah, she's gonna be a crybaby. We'll look at these ones. These ones are more interesting anyway. I don't have any native fish to Ohio. I don't really have any place to keep a native fish for Ohio. Some of our fish here get decent sized. I don't know why that fish is being grumpy. She is very shy. Uh-oh, I hit the tripod. Hit the tripod with my tripod. Where did you get that sign from, June? Like legit. You know that Oscar back there you see, that giant one, everybody told me to put him down. I was mistreating him, he was sick, and so on and so forth. I'm glad I didn't listen to anybody. There ain't nothing wrong with the fish. I'm gonna have to get that off of Amazon, but you are in raptor country. I would go for all of those signs. I would literally put that Oscar sign on my Oscar tanks, or buy my Oscar tanks. But, alright guys, I'm going to end this live. I appreciate everybody for being here. Seriously, you guys have no idea how much I appreciate the love and support I get from the fish fam here. If you guys could hit that like button, that would be great. You could hit that subscribe button. If you're not subscribed, that would be even better. I drop content regularly, sometimes 2 or 3 times a week. I go live every Sunday. I have guests. I also go live with Garcia Aquatics. You never know who's going to swing by. So, Quinn, I would actually like to get you to come up one night. That would be a good time. We're going to have to set that up, Quinn. Garcia, thank you for the love and support, as always. Sunfish, thank you for being here, Quinn. June, once again, everybody, thank you for being here. And remember, guys, as I always say, it's your hobby. Do it your way. Have a great evening. See you tomorrow night.